Welcome to episode 7 of Bards and Nobles. This,
Clusterfuck.
yeah, basically, this is episode 7 of our Shadow of the Pit Lords campaign, where we use the Shadow of the Demon Lord RPG system and explore the world of Pitt, this weird mix of pleasure and pain. I am I am Brian, your game master, and today, this afternoon, this morning, I don't know what it is anymore. I am joined by
Time is relevant.
Aaron,
I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity for you to say Dungeon Master Brian with the pleasure and pain thing, but, you know, whatever.
No.
Continue.
Aaron Williams playing Dungerclaw.
Andrew Danon playing Wraith.
Anthony Boyd playing the artist formerly known as Eberron.
Charles Nelson playing Necros.
Ralph!
All right, and who's going to recap last episode's adventure for us?
All right, guys, I'll see you later.
Oh, my bad.
My name's Treg. Fuck me, I guess.
My bad.
I'm playing a changeling or something. You know. All right.
Miscounted. All right, the question still stands.
It's going to be me. So last time, people were gathering around as Eberron made a jaunty tune to insult Ralph and his love of artist that then turned into him becoming a street performer himself and realizing that
His rise to fame.
So basically I was discovered, and me and Jane Tillman have run off to strike a contract and become the greatest pop wonders of the Pitt world. Meanwhile, Daggerclaw and Wraith went in to have a discussion with Conga that ended with Conga knocking the shit out of Daggerclaw when they're just like, hey, throw the fight. He goes, I don't want to. And they're like, do it. He's like, no. And they're like, do it.
Please?
So they didn't even say please.
That's what we were missing.
And so now that group of four are scrambling to get together a potion that would make Conga shit himself and make him weak and susceptible to losing within the ring. And me and Jane Tillman are enjoying just a nice hearty power lunch with Hermit. And we are at the Worm hanging out with him. It's Horrit, sorry.
Horrid.
What else happened?
We came up with a plan.
What do you mean? What else happened?
You already said. You already talked about the plan.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're scrambling
It's
to make a
planned.
shit potion.
Yeah. They're making.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
making,
yeah.
They're making diarrhea soup.
Yeah, I said
Sorry,
that.
I zoned out completely then. My bad.
It was a long day for us, Brian.
Brian's like,
Yeah.
Brian's like, what else happened? Because I forgot.
Between this episode and last episode, I threw away all my notes and deleted all my
Brian's staring at a Word document with the blinking like.
Please, more. Tell me more. No, okay,
Like,
so
the players and the DM can't both zone out. It's one or the other.
Somebody's got to carry the show, Brian.
They're all just stare at each other like the fucking Brady Bunch.
okay, so let's
Why
pick
are
up,
we here?
Let's pick up with Horrit sitting down with Jane and Eberron. Jane, what do you look like right now?
Oh, I look like Horrit.
He says, I'm going to ask you to not do that while we're here in my place of business.
Oh, I mean, I guess sure. You have anything iron?
Sure, yeah. And he like pulls out a piece of iron.
All right. I boop it. I'm now a tree.
He says, "Here, grasp this." Why he has an iron? I don't know.
With both hands, I grasp it.
Yeah,
And make eye contact.
it's the table leg.
Make eye contact.
All right.
Whatever, you want to be a star, baby? Try. This
Are you
is before his last name, Weinstein?
Ah.
It's Cosby.
His name is Horit CK. He says, "Sit right there. I'm going to close the door real quick."
Anyone else? Anyone else got a reference to make?
It's a black couch for you guys to wait on.
Something
Somebody
from Anthony Weiner.
Anyways, so he's sitting there, and you guys are sitting in it's a new venue, and there's people constructing things and working on a stage, and like they're bringing instruments. There's people working. There's no patrons in here, but this would be the stage of the Worm, which is this new venue that he's opening up. The grand opening is tonight because there's going to be a lot of people in town, especially for the big fight going on at the Hook and Hatchet, which is just like 2 blocks over. And so he's especially talking about tonight. He's like, we had a last minute cancellation. It was this like trio of bald blue-headed tieflings that were going to put on this weird mime drumming show, but they backed out. And so
was it the Azul Tiefling group?
yeah.
Oh man, they canceled. Shit! I would have paid the money to see that.
And so he's like, I think you'd be a great fit. You're a new sound. And basically, if you guys can put on a good show, maybe do what you did earlier. He's talking to you, Eberin. Maybe do what you did earlier and see if you guys can maybe spice it up a bit and carry that on for a good 2-hour show. Maybe I got something for you. If you can make a good impression tonight, we can work something out and have you in here on a weekly basis. What do you say?
What's the pay for tonight, or is it just this is the audition gig?
Tonight would seal a contract to get you guys. I can do 3 silver shillings a week.
Whoa! We got to get at least 5.
Are you holding fast to 5, or how much you willing to negotiate?
I mean, I asked for 5.
Okay. Give me an intellect. Oh no, I guess this would be will. Right. Unless if you're just asking on force of personality, then give me a will challenge roll. If you've got something else up your sleeve, like you want to trick him with some legal mumbo jumbo, or you want to intimidate him or something.
Okay, so I'm going to use I have a profession of charlatan and confidence artist.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm like, look, man, an act like this doesn't come around. Like, you just don't find him on the street. This is a once in a lifetime thing. Like, have you ever heard those songs before? Because I haven't. I don't even know where this guy came from.
Is this an intellect challenge roll for you for like talking circles around him, or did you want to do like a will challenge roll just to see if you can like, use your force of personality on him?
I guess I'll do will because I think that'll give me a boon, and intellect just gives me +1. So
okay, sure, yeah, let's do a will challenge roll with a boon.
All right.
Can I assist him with my bewitching presence?
Sure, yeah, we did that earlier. So yeah, do 2 boons.
2 boons.
2 boons.
Because every time he looks over at me, it's just like a little halo of glowing. It's like superstar.
Superstar.
Do better, Trey.
I'm sorry. All right. It's a 14 plus 5, so that's 19.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely. He's like, you know what? Yeah, for a talent like this, I think this will be new. I think the flesh crafters will love this. I think
they will.
The meat market the flesh market hasn't seen something like this in a while. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do 5 silver shillings a week.
Do you have a costuming department? Or just I only own these, and I just like hold up my red and green like vest and like my tattered clothes.
Yeah, we can definitely put something together for you. What are you looking for? What do you think you'll need?
Just just a nicer like just set of performing clothes.
Sure. Yeah, we'll get something. We'll get something put together for you. So we have a deal. You show for tonight and win this contract.
Can we? I would like free food. Well, at least one meal and one drink for me and my bandmates.
Yeah, you knock it out of the park tonight. Then every time you perform, that's a free meal on us.
Yes.
Fantastic.
All right.
I do have one favor to ask. This is just just buddies, pals, a guy that's kind of looked like you at one point. Is there any way? I mean, I don't know if you have any association with the Hook and Hatchet or not, but we got some friends that have some business over there, and we want to make some business with one of the fighters tonight. And is there any way you could get us in contact with them, or?
Sure. Which who you need to get in contact with?
Oh, you got to represent a couple of different people. I'd like to talk to Conga if that's at all possible. If you got any connections with him.
Oh, I see. You've got some ambition in you.
Yeah.
Fire.
I like rising stars. I see them. I grab their coattails and
Yeah. Well,
Make 'em
right
you know,
to the top.
he is slated to win tonight. So if he pulls out the W, then that'll be huge for his stock.
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I've heard. Yeah.
Let me think. I think he right now he's been with the same crew since he was an amateur. What's his name? You're looking for I think Karzer. That's his manager, but really it's his uncle. So
Uncle Manager.
yeah.
Uncle Manager, what are you doing? All right.
Yeah, just tell him Horit put in the word for you.
Yeah. I will. Do you have some guy walking up and being like, "Hey, Horit sent me." You have like a business card or something I can show him to, or like send word ahead for me.
Yeah, I'll let him know. I'll
Okay.
send a message over.
I've being the guy that showed up and been like, "Oh yeah, this guy sent me."
No, I got you.
All right.
All right. And then I guess I'll see you guys tonight. Let us know if you need anything set up for you.
I was gonna ask, are there any as if we're filling like a 2-hour time slot, that's more than just doing some songs. We're gonna do some crowd work. We're gonna do a couple make it like a whole thing.
Yeah.
I gotta.
I just I make a list of like little things, and I'm basically like the most generic kids Christmas play.
He's like not sure what it is, but he's loving it. He's like, "Look, you're the artist. You do the show. As like I said, it's your rope to hang yourself with if it goes that way. You know what I'm saying?"
Yep. And I just tell him, like, all right, my performance will be the tales of Christmas.
Sounds good. And then he's like, "Sorry, I gotta head out. I gotta leave you. Be back here tonight. And if you know show, we find you and break your legs. All right."
Let's give him the finger guns. Were we eating during this time? He said lunch, right?
Yeah. We got you guys a meal.
I voraciously consumed it.
You're just talking with your mouth full. Yeah.
You vivaciously consume it.
You guys ever heard of the Christmas story? Shoot your eyes.
Trey, you ruined it.
After you guys eat and head out, between Necros and Ralph or Wraith and Daggerclaw, which one of you guys was heading towards the worm or towards the flesh market first?
It was myself and Daggerclaw.
Okay, were you guys heading for somewhere directly there, or what was the point of reference? Where were you guys headed?
I think we were going to try and scout out where the fight was going to happen.
Okay.
To try to just see kind of like what the what they were setting up as far as like security and like entrances, exits. See if there's like a staff entrance, stuff like that.
Okay, sure. You guys make your way. You find the flesh market. It's a decent walk back, or it's a decent walk from the Twin Nests.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of avoid the shady areas of the slum that you had moved through earlier, the Rookery, and the buildings here. It's kind of this whole area of the flesh market is kind of like this weird contrast between like these nice pleasure houses and these like grungy mercenary auctions. So like some of the buildings looked like they're dressed to match their occupants. They're like almost New Orleans-ish, like French balconies and shutters and things like that. Mm-hmm. And then there's also these like just brutalist structures that look like audacious fortresses of weapon wielding, soldiers and mercenaries, literally just at high. Like this is purely the buying and selling of flesh here, either for wet work like this or wet work in the bedroom. Like it's both worlds here. And it's pretty easy to find just based on the signs and posters up. You find the Hook and the Hatchet, which is the venue of where the fight is going down tonight. Mm-hmm. And it's this really, really big, lavishly decorated event place. It has a tavern with a huge arena in the middle, or not arena, but it's like a huge fighting pit in the middle that's kind of lowered in. And at this time of day, yeah, there's a lot of busyness, but not a lot of patronage. It was just people like setting up, putting up banners and things like that, and getting things ready. So, what do you guys do?
I just kind of circled the fighting pit, just kind of like getting a lay of the land and looking at, do I see them setting up kind of like a checkpoint, like at the entrance, for like checking tickets, or is there any signage for like cost for ticket purchases or anything like that? I'm looking for. Trying to put together information on like whether or not it's something that we can just walk into, or if we have to actually come up with some money to buy in, or stuff like that.
It looks like it's tickets at the door, and it's basically it's 3 greens to get in, and then drinks and food are in there. The fighting pit, it looks like it has. There's on each side. There's like a bench, and like it's really just dirt floor, packed dirt floor.
Okay.
And two entrances on either side that are just stairs that descend down from like the main bar area.
Okay. All right. So I just take note of that for when we try to plan how we're actually going to get this going.
Okay.
Later. I try to keep. I look and see like where the seating is like in relation to the arena. Like, I'm assuming it's kind of like. Is it just like a typical bar where it's just like circular tables everywhere, and then like people just kind of gather at the ring, or is it more like a stadium kind of thing?
So there's it's kind of the pit is a little bit lowered. Mm-hmm. There's like packed dirt steps, like 3 or 4 that lead up to the main level of the bar, and then there's like bleachers kind of being set up and pulled out.
Okay.
But it's a very intimate setting. But it looks like it can pack quite a few people in here, like at least 100. And it's very like just the way people are planning, and you hear people talking like they're planning for a packed house, like standing room only.
Okay. I make a note of that as well.
Okay.
And then I kind of find where Daggerclaw's at, and I kind of just meet up with him. And I'm like, so what have you found? You find anything interesting?
Oh, sorry. I mean, I was with you, so I found exactly what you found.
Alrighty then. So yeah, I guess the plan for tonight. I don't know if he's gonna have like a coach, or like if patrons can give them drinks, or like I don't know how we're gonna deliver the the package to the
I wonder which
target.
corner
But
is going to be his corner.
that's a good question. I look at the benches to see if there's any kind of like markings ahead of time. I'm assuming there aren't, but
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any markings or whatever.
okay. Yeah, it's probably just whichever corner they end up in is when they're where they end up in. So it's gonna be I think it's gonna be kind of difficult to get close to him. We should try and get here early. I make note of like when the fights begin, so that we can try and at least get there kind of earlier to get good seats.
Sure.
And then so I make note of all that, and yeah, so now we just need to figure out. We just need to meet back up with Ralph and Necros. We need to come up with some money to get tickets at the door, and yeah, see where we can go from there. Hopefully they've got the potion ready, or at least close to being ready.
If we can't get enough money, then maybe we can afford a single ticket, and one person can come in and do the job.
Yeah, maybe that'll work. You said it was 3 copper. That's what you said, Brian?
Yeah.
Greens. Okay.
I like that you guys lost all the money, and then Boyd and I made some money, and then
Yeah.
Wait, 3 greens, not 3 coppers, right? Because 3 coppers are a lot.
Coppers and greens are equivalent.
Well, coppers.
He's in for a surprise. Greens is a street word for copper.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought. Okay, never mind. I thought it was okay.
No, bits or glitters. Anyway, yeah, maybe Eberron's got enough money to cover a couple of us at least. We'll have to track them down. The worm is nearby, actually. I think they said it's in the flesh market. Let's go see if we can find them maybe, and see if they've had some luck, or at least maybe they have enough money to cover us to get in for the fight
maybe.
tonight.
Let's go.
Alrighty, let's go find the worm.
You find the worm.
You find the worm.
Where is it?
You find Jane and Eberron at least nearby. You guys are within a street of each other, so like it's easy to spot each other.
So nice. Eberron's preparing for the night. He's getting everything ready. I'm headed towards the hook and hatchet.
Do we recognize you?
Right. You guys run into each other in the street.
Yeah.
You would recognize that twig form anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm twigging it right now.
I call out Jane Tillman.
Look around. I find the big green thing that yeah.
We were told that we might find you here, so we've given.
We told you to find us here.
Well, we were told by some other people who you told.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, all right.
So we've delivered our message to Conga. We got to meet him.
How'd that go?
He did not take it well, and I don't think he plans on throwing the fight.
Are you bleeding?
Show him the wound.
Yeah, he punched me. Check it out.
Oh shit! You should have got that time.
So now we have to come up with.
And
I look around. Alternative means of ensuring the mission success.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a meeting with him, if that helps.
Oh, you do? With Conga?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna start a small business. I think representing talent. I got one promising client, and I'm.
Are you still
working on a
interested
second.
in ensuring that Jethro's plan comes to fruition?
Oh, sure, yeah, okay, maybe, yeah, that makes sense too.
I mean,
Eb walks up.
it
Like,
just
there
makes
he is, my star.
it just makes sense. I mean, especially if you're trying to start a small business, you don't want to get in the bad side of anybody yet, at least.
Speaking
So-
of which, I was like, Wraith, can I borrow you this evening for a musical number?
Sure.
Wraith, aren't we
Probably
going to be busy with the fight
Excellent.
tonight?
No, man, look, we got some irons and some different fires. So Wraith, yeah, I think that's a good idea that Wraith goes with.
What if?
Here, look, you need Wraith. Here you go. And I touch Wraith, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
I just was like,
Like, how-
guys, if I can perform well tonight, I can start making 5 silver shillings a week.
Is that going to help us get home?
It's gonna help us not be homeless.
Well,
It'll help us not starve while we figure out how to get home.
what's
Also,
the,
we each get a free meal every performance.
what's the likelihood of us not completing this contract and them sending people
Yeah.
after us?
You're
Okay.
familiar with
See,
Jethro.
Jethro.
You said that you were looking to gain standing with him, right?
I was looking to not starve. I was there and they were letting me work and eat in the kitchen, what other people didn't finish.
Hmm.
And I did, dishes and some cooking and stuff like that. Mainly baking. I'm really good at baking.
Hmm.
But but this is a much better deal. I mean, Jethro told me to guide you to the box, sir. I did that. You delivered the message, which is what he told you. I mean, if the boxer doesn't, you guys aren't getting paid or getting any kind of like recognition for him, but I don't think it's a bad enough thing where he would send people after you. We just probably wouldn't want to hang around any scrappers anymore.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
it's not
you're-
dangerous, but also don't go anywhere near him.
So you're of the mindset to abandon Jethro's contract?
I'm going to, because my part is done, but also with your help, I'll look at Wraith, we can have a new contract with a new group of people that's guaranteed 5 silver shillings a week.
I say, porque no los dos. I've got a meeting with Conga. I'll go talk to him, and maybe I can convince him.
When do you have that meeting with Conga?
I'm on my way right now. Kind of being held up by you guys.
Also, Necros and Ralph can go with you. Conga didn't see them the first time, right? Isn't that what you said?
Conga can't see us, but we're actually supposed to meet Necros and Ralph here. Have you guys seen them?
Nope.
Before you answer that, we pan over to Necros and Ralph. What are you guys in the
It
middle
zooms
of?
out and moves
Yeah.
and zooms back.
It's just a. Oh, you guys hear me?
Oh,
we cut out. We cut out.
Oh, my
there we
Skype
go.
shit the bed. Are we
Okay,
back?
that
Yeah.
happened to everybody, right?
I think we're back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Everybody but
Okay,
Boyd.
so yeah, we just smash cut over to Necros
Boyd's-
and Ralph in the middle of obtaining one of the ingredients. Which one is it, and what are you guys doing?
We're looking for slippery elm.
Slippery elm, which is what, and where
It
would you
is-
find it?
It is a wood, and it's a dark reddish wood, and we're just looking at all the houses that are built out of wood, and just trying to see if any of them are slippery elm.
Also looking at the
And I'm just gonna rip some of the wood off the walls of the house.
and also looking at trees planted in front of houses for decoration, so that we don't have to tear into someone's wall.
I think you should definitely tear into somebody's wall.
Oh my gosh. J Brain and Charles is my new favorite buddy cop movie.
Of all the streets and locations that you guys have been in, where did this hunt for Slippery Elm land you right now?
I got a slippery elm for you.
We're in a somewhat sketchy alley of like the like a hobo-y side of
Back to the rookery. Got it.
Okay, all right. But we found it. We found it, but it's real sketch.
Sure. You find some. We'll say you find some slippery elm, but you also find in this little slum that's kind of adjacent to the one you guys got accosted in earlier. This one of the offshoot streets. It's not as popular because you guys have tried to avoid that same group of guys. Somebody notices you as you're, let's say, yeah, you find the backside of a building and you see these like posts that look like they're made from, I guess, elm.
Slippery elm.
Slippery elm. How are you obtaining some? Like, what are you doing?
I tell my little rat buddy, Rolf, can you bite off some of this wood to just chew it up for us? And then I'm just gonna take his little bits that he chews out from his mouth, and that's gonna be my ingredient.
Okay. Necros, what are you doing right now?
I offer my dagger. I'm like, we can just cut some.
No. I need this rat to eat some of it so the rat can have diarrhea later.
That's actually part of the plan.
As well,
Well,
so,
this is one of the inactive ingredients or inactive regions of it.
Is it?
So do you take the dagger or do you go with the softly chewed were-rat or ferret?
I like the softly chewed. I think the softly chewed's gonna mix better in the mortar and pestle and give me a much better consistency.
You get more juices with slightly munched wood.
Gotcha.
They're halfway up and they tire you.
What is that?
What is happening?
What is happening?
Who's watching videos over there? What is going on? The disrespect.
Boyd's like, cameras off, sounds off.
That's definitely my fault.
I wish it had been porn. That would have been great.
That was
No, it was Eddie.
the plot portion.
No, it was Eddie Bravo.
Jesus.
It's like, fuck this campaign. Let me pull up Reddit.
Oh my god.
It's like I'm tired of dealing with you,
Alright.
guys.
So, as you guys are super sketchily just shaving some wood off of this backside of this building, you hear a voice call down from the end of the alleyway, which is only like 35 yards away. And it's just someone calling out. He's like, hey, what are you guys doing over there? And they start like walking towards you. And they're similarly dressed to the guys that kind of like mugged you earlier. It's just this one guy though, and he looks like a like purple dwarf who has like 2 sets of horns going up and 2 sets of horns going down, and he just starts like walking aggressively towards you in the alleyway.
I only needed a little bit. Do I have enough of the slippery elm?
Right now, the rat's working, or Rolf is working on it.
Oh, okay. I go to intercept the dwarf, and I'm like, man, we're just really hungry. We're looking for scraps of food. That's why we were digging through this alley. Do you know where we can get some food? I don't have any money, unfortunately.
Well played.
He says, what sep you rep?
I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'm just trying to live, man.
What's your sep rep?
Yeah, it's 350, 5x5, dog.
He's like, well, get out of here. This is my alleyway.
I didn't mean to interfere. Are there any unclaimed
looks around-
alleyways?
He looks around you. He's like, "What's your buddy doing over there?" At this point, Rolf has got like he's chewed up and spit out a little bit, and you need like one. You need 2 more mouthfuls of the one that he's given you. You want 3 mouthfuls for a full.
Okay, all right. I don't stop. I'm like, Ralph, hurry up, Ralph, Rolf, hurry up.
Charles, ask this guy if he can give you 3 more mouthfuls. He said you were hungry, right?
Hey, man, he's just scrounging for food, just like I am. We're just trying to find any scraps we can.
He's like, he says, "Don't try to peel me, man. I'll nick you." And he pulls out he pulls out some like a knuckle duster of some kind. He tightens it up. He pulls a leather strap, and then like he starts motioning aggressively towards you.
I pull out my dagger. I'm like, "Look, man, I don't want any trouble. Like, we don't have to hurt each other. We both are trying to survive here. You know, there's no need for this."
All right, give me in either an intellect or will challenge roll to try to talk him down.
Followed by a death save.
followed by a new character.
Give me a stabby McStabby roll.
All right, I'll do intellect.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Oh no!
What did you roll?
Oh no!
I rolled a 1, but I have a -1 to my intellect, so it's straight up 0.
You stab yourself?
What was the last thing you said to him?
We don't have to do this. We're both just trying to live.
He's like, "Nah, it sounds like you're trying to get in the dead book." And he basically runs at you and tries to just double leg tackle you. Give me an agility challenge roll. At this point, Ralph, you have 2 mouthfuls.
Okay, all right.
And he's chittering away and just like.
All right, I'm like, hurry, and I see this happening, and I do ready a spell. And
Okay.
The spell is Death Ward.
Okay.
I just ready it.
Okay. Agility challenge roll. Did you beat 12?
Yes, I got
Okay.
a 17.
He tries to grab you, but you're able to kind of sprawl a little bit and shuck him off. But he looks like he's trying to scrap with you. Fast turns, slow turns. What are you 2 doing?
All right, I'll do a fast turn and I'll try to stab him with my dagger.
Oh,
Okay.
shiz.
Give me an attack roll.
Ooh.
14.
14. Oh, it hits. Yeah, roll your damage. You just you stab him. Like you guys go back and forth a little bit, and finally, like you cut him up.
3, which is
Nice.
the most damage I could do with this dagger.
Nice. All right, Ralph, are you taking a fast turn, or are you attending Rolf, or what are you doing?
No, I'm attending Rolf.
Okay, so nothing. All right,
hurry up.
he's gonna take a fast turn, and he's just going to try to. You cut him, and he's just like and he like dashes and tries to grab at your dagger. He's going to try to disarm you. So go ahead and give me. As he tries to grab your hand and wrestle the dagger away, are you trying to avoid him, or are you like just are you trying to twist it out of his hand, or are you just ripping your hand back? Strength or agility? Which one do you want to use to avoid it?
Agility. I'm just trying to avoid him.
Okay, give me an agility challenge roll.
18.
Boom.
18.
Woo!
Oh yeah. He tries to grab it, but you like fucking Aikido wrist lock, basically disengage from him.
Nice.
At this point, Rolf has definitely gotten the last mouthful of slippery elm.
All right, I run. I grab the elm. I secure it. I run, and I just try to push this guy down since he's like, he's focused on what's his name? Oh my gosh, what's your name? What's your
Necros.
He's crawled on Necros. So I try to push him down. And I'm like, Necros, let's run. And I like shove him to the ground.
Okay.
If that shove is successful, I immediately run.
Okay, give me a strength challenge roll. This will be targeting his strength.
Do I get a boon for him not being being distracted?
No, I mean you guys are in an alleyway in a fight. Like he knows.
As I see Ralph run up, I kind of stick a leg out to help with the shove.
I do get a 19. So
I was gonna say I was gonna give you a boon on that, but 19. That's definitely enough. You guys shove him to the ground. You just run off.
Yeah, we run off.
Okay. Yeah, you duck out. And then we cut back over to picking up on. I don't know where Necros and Ralph are. They're supposed to be meeting us. And it's the four of you, I guess. Or the four of you basically nearby the hook and hatchet. What are you guys doing?
Well, so if you guys want to wait on them, me and Wraith can go rehearse and get our act together.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, because I think if I'm in the crowd, I think Conga may think something's up. So I need to try and be a little more scarce, I guess. Because I don't want to ruin the meeting. But that might be a good opportunity, and I look at Daggerclaw. This meeting that Jane has may be a good way for us to deliver the package to Conga that Ralph and Necros are putting together.
What package?
And I say, Daggerclaw, fill him in, and I say, let's go practice.
So,
and
it's going to be the story of Christmas. What it used to be and what it is now. I start telling him of how Christmas used to be this happy thing, but how the great wizard Santa has morphed into this evil and greedy and just monstrous being.
It's a capitalistic nightmare.
Pretty much. I'm just telling, basically my backstory.
Gotcha.
I love it, dude.
All right, so Daggerclaw and Jane, what are you guys doing?
I'm telling Jane about sort of the plan, but then after I mention we have this idea to sabotage the fight to ensure that Death Fist wins and that Conga loses.
Oh, okay.
However, I am conflicted because we made a contract with this man, and I feel like it is honorable to make sure that the contract is successful. But the contract itself is dishonorable. So I am conflicted.
Now he gets a conscience.
Now he has a conscience.
Not when he was about to get punched in the gut. Now, when we're going to poison him.
But you guys seem to have secured some type of honest success.
I mean, well, I got a meeting with him. I mean, I know we need to talk to him and stuff. So
Jane Tillman, what do you think of these matters?
Well, I mean, we said we would do it, right? I mean,
that is how I feel.
I mean, does it really matter who wins this fight? I mean, it's just a fight. I mean, it's a show. Like what Eb's doing, I mean, does it really matter? Is it, I mean, that it's honest, or is it just entertainment?
These are fair points. So
I mean, aren't they all fixed? Aren't they all fixed anyway? We're just the mechanism that fixes the fight, right? Look, somebody's got to finish second, okay?
Yeah. Well, you've convinced me. Let's continue and let us plan to sabotage.
All right. Yeah. All right. I mean, I was gonna go talk to him, but sure. I mean, if you think we gotta sabotage him, then I guess we gotta sabotage him.
Well, we need some way to ensure the outcome, and take as much away from chance as we can.
All right. Well, it's probably best that we're not seen together anymore. So, tell you what. You go meet up with Ralph and the other guy whose name I've forgotten. And
Necros.
Necros. Yeah, I was like, Rethros?
Think about
Narcos
it.
or
Neck roast.
Oh,
Is that how?
all right. That's exactly how I'd expect an orc to explain it to me.
So, Ralph says that he can concoct some type of potion that might restrict Konga's ability to fight. So, if you are meeting with Konga, perhaps we can deliver this potion to him via the meeting.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. You spike his drink. Got it. Was it some sort of like rat shit potion or something? Or
with that, with him, I think that's a likely scenario.
yeah.
It's a Ralph shit poison.
I'm 99% sure he's just grinding up that rat in his clockwork, and we're gonna try to feed that to him. Okay. Well, tell him to bring his diarrhea soup to me, and I'll see if I can sneak it in. And then, all right, we should part ways. And I'm gonna go try to find the most I'm gonna try to find someone else to turn into, and somebody I feel I could easily move around, behind stage with my credentials or backstage with my credentials and stuff. So,
okay. Give me a perception challenge roll to find the most suitable person to do this. That you can. Is it someone you have to touch or someone you can see?
Technically the spell is see, but
okay.
At this point, Jane has not figured out that she can't. That she
gotcha. You've been touching people.
So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to try.
She's been touching people.
Yeah, just a boop. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
This is perception. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. 19.
Are you trying to find someone that you can touch and then just turn into them immediately to where they can see you, or are you just going to touch someone and then turn into them later?
The way the spell reads, I think I have to turn into them while they're in sight.
Gotcha.
It's a creature I can see. So I'm going to try to. I mean, I don't have to look them in the eye.
Sure.
If I bump into them as I pass them, I would count that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, you're kind of floating around the hook and the hatchet. You're keeping an eye on people moving in and out. Who describe what you look like? Like you find what you're looking for. What does Jane look like now?
Like a steampunk ring girl.
Sure. Yeah, you've got a small top hat on this crooked to the side on your head, and fishnet and brown leather boots that have cogs affixed to them for some reason.
Because steampunk, Brian.
So to be an honest player, I'm gonna have to find clothes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
My clothes don't change. I'm still wearing what I was wearing before. So
okay.
I now go try to buy some clothes, but I've got some money.
But he has all the makeup and tattoos that are necessary.
Yeah. I have the physical appearance.
Gotcha.
So.
You just look like a rockabilly ring girl that doesn't have the steampunk clothes on.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, you go to do that. Daggerclaw, what are you going off to do to find Ralph and Necros?
Yeah, I need to go search for them so that we can make sure that we have the potion ready before Jane Tillman meets with Konga.
Okay. And then I've got Wraith and Eberyn kind of going over the show tonight. How is that shaping up? What are you guys doing to make it more of a show as opposed to just standing there and singing?
Well, I'm actually going to back him up with my lute, and I will be part of the band while he belts out those sweet tunes.
It's more of a it's more of like taking on like a musical quality where there's like a story involved with it. And
Okay.
I basically am turning like basic Christmas carols, but also using it to tell about the fall of Christmas, of how
Okay.
this guy used to be, Christopher Kringle used to be this benevolent, magical being, and slowly was corrupted by his own greed and avarice, and then became like this idol of worship, and he used that belief in worship to power his greed, but he needed more and more to keep the bribes going for the worship, and so he enslaved our people and beat us down. And it's like it gets this really dark like twist of like
It's
it goes from like
story of America.
so it goes from like this really like normal like kids Christmas play, like this really dark of like Christmas is garbage.
We may need to tone it down some because we need to keep clients if we're going to keep the job.
I like the story of it. Are you guys going for like a more high production, like flashy thing, or is this like an MTV Unplugged, like really intimate?
It's going to be like an intimate thing, I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real. Like there's slight like just where you're gonna have like snow. Then as the show progresses, it goes from like a bright lighting with like warm colors to it slowly fades to colder colors until all the lights, until at the very last song we sing we sing of freedom, where I was released into
spirituals
into the world of Pitt, granting me repose from my chains.
Nice.
And then the lights will go out.
Okay.
Nice.
That'll be a good show tonight. Ralph and Necros, I feel like you guys have had your little hijinks together finding, what are these other two ingredients that you guys have tried to find?
I needed some psyllium, which I'm going to say is a mushroom, and I needed some rat poop, and then I needed to make a stew out of the mushrooms, and I needed to get the sap, or kind of like push out the, like make a tea out of the elm wood, and then when I mix those together, that's my poop juice.
Okay, so I'm gonna have, since Necros is helping you, I'm gonna have you give me how many things was that? Is that 4 or 5 things that you told me just now?
It's 3 main ingredients.
Okay, and then what you have to do to put it together. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So give me an intellect challenge roll plus a boon, to see if you're able to gather all 3 ingredients before or by the time, or as time dwindles down, or if you had to make some substitutions or just couldn't find anything. So
Hey! 21.
20. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, over 20 is perfect. Okay, so I feel like by the time Daggerclaw is able to locate you, you guys have slowly been making your way towards the flesh market, as you're picking up these ingredients. And Daggerclaw spots the 2 clockworks that are somehow complete opposites. Just he sees them traipsing through the street, like, basically shouting out in joy as you grab that last, or you found your last ingredient. There's probably only an hour or 2 left before the show start, or before the fights start, which serendipitously also the start of the show at the Worm.
Oh! All right,
Ralph,
and the potion is finished, right? The potion's done. It's good.
you still have to cook it, but you have all the ingredients. But Daggerclaw has now found you 2.
Hey, Daggerclaw, we got everything we need. We just need to brew it. So let's get to brewing, guys. I just need like a bowl to brew it in, and we'll be good to go. These are like primo ingredients.
Yeah, excellent. We need to get this. We need to get this potion to Jane Tillman. She has a meeting scheduled with Conga later, and she can, deliver the message.
Perfect. Can I get a bowl? Can somebody get me a bowl? Somebody, I need a bowl.
Smoke a bowl, man.
Does anybody have a bowl? No? Do we need to steal a bowl? Do we need to make a bowl? How do we
are
get a bowl?
giving him Ebola.
Let's go by one of these food places and see if we get a used bowl out of the trash or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like where his head's at. Yeah, so we run that way. We
Even
look for
better,
a used.
Yeah, it's not. You guys find a trash bowl somewhere.
Awesome.
It'll just add that little extra something to the potion.
Yeah, a little extra
That's
seasoning.
called flavor. Yeah.
So I start
Spicy
mixing it all
going in,
together.
spicy coming out.
I start mixing it all together.
Are you
I
just
guess I
like
do need-
meth cooking in an alleyway right now? Like,
Yes, that's exactly.
He's just third world
100%.
squatting over
yeah.
like a fire with a bowl.
How do you guys start the fire? And what are you burning? Because you're gonna have to like render this stuff.
Oh yeah.
They're by a trash can. There's plenty of flammable stuff in a trash can, right?
That's
Yeah,
true.
how do you inflame it?
Mean names.
We need fire. How do we get fire, guys? And I start pulling together like cardboard and like easily flammable materials to make a little fire.
I look around and I assume that it's getting later in the day, so I
Yeah.
look to see if any of like the street torches have been lit or anything like that.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's getting to be dusk, and slowly there's like street lanterns and like in the street adjacent to your meth alley. There's a lantern, and it's about 9 or 10 feet tall. The lantern is just suspended by it.
All right. I hand him a roll of cardboard. I was like, just bring some fire. And then I hand it to Necros. And I'm getting
All
everything
right.
prepped so I can brew this as quick as possible.
I take that and I try to reach it, and if I can't reach it, I ask Daggerclaw for a boost.
You
All right.
definitely can't reach it.
I boost.
Okay.
We use the boost to get through.
I just love this imagery of like him standing on your shoulders and just trying to get some fire.
No, he's holding him up like a toddler. He's Simbaing him.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys get fire and you get to cooking. Necros or Daggerclaw, are you guys doing anything else to help him cook up this potion?
I keep a lookout just to make sure that no one interferes. And I kind of like try to disguise it by like standing around it, rubbing my hands like I'm there for warmth or something. Try to make it look like inconspicuous, as if we're just some homeless bums.
I ask Necros, it's like, are you cold? Do you feel cold?
I'm like, no. I'm just trying to like make this look as inconspicuous as possible. Like, if we just look like we're gathered around a fire, keeping warm like some bums, maybe no one will mess with us.
My first thought was that the body that you're in would not feel these temperatures.
Yeah, I don't feel anything.
Oh, okay. So,
Ever.
okay. Gotcha.
Can't kill me.
stabbed
I'm
a
already
man
dead.
earlier.
So.
Jeez. Are you okay?
I feel
Yeah,
bad.
I am. He's not. He's not.
Oh.
He's like, we left him on the ground.
Is
Very
Charles
good.
okay? That's the question.
What? And I asked him, I was like, what warranted this violence?
He didn't leave me alone.
It's a good
Very
reason.
noble. That's nice. Very well
Yeah,
handled.
I gave him plenty of opportunities. I telegraphed what I was about to do, and then I did it.
Well, the
Treated,
folly is
kept
on
coming
him
after you.
then.
You did what you had to do.
I
Yeah.
look up and I'm like, he's right. Yeah, he definitely stabbed the dude.
Well, it sounds like the folly was on the victim.
Yeah. I mean, I
Alright.
knew you would understand as a warrior.
Yes.
So, okay, this is going to be the roll. Give me an intellect challenge roll with a boon, Ralph, to make this potion, this shit potion. And essentially you're gunning for, you're just like hoping that it'll work, and all your knowledge of plants and alchemy can hopefully render something that will destroy
Yes!
his guts.
Yes,
Maximum
it worked.
Duke.
It worked.
What did you roll?
Oh, 21, baby.
Nice. Okay.
Woo!
So yeah,
I was
he
real
has
pissed
he has this beaker, and it cooks out everything. It takes the better part of an hour to do. But you're able to get a small vial worth of this bluish brownish liquid.
Bowel cleanse.
Yeah. This potion of angry defecation. Good for one use.
All right. I was like, I heard you guys have a way to get this into the fight, right? No? Yes? Or does that? Do we have to figure that out now? All right.
We must seek out Jane Tillman.
Okay. And I'm about to hand it to him, and I'm like, I don't know if I trust him with it. And so I hold it, and I was like, I look him in the eyes, and I'm like, will you keep this from spilling?
Yes.
Okay. Take it to Jane.
All right. And then, y'all are welcome to accompany me. Y'all don't have to stay out here.
Oh, that's true. I figured you knew where she was. I don't know where she is.
Where is Jane?
And y'all can follow me.
Okay, we're going to go look for Jane. Let's go look for Jane.
Okay.
Jane is near the hook and hatchet. I'm looking for a haberdashery. I don't know. Whatever steampunk equivalent of a clothing store is.
Haberdashery.
At this point, you know what? Yeah, you find some clothes.
Okay, cool.
Trying
to look less ratchet.
Yeah.
For the hatchet.
No, you look the part, and as night begins to descend, the call of pleasure houses increases. Firelight begins illuminating the streets, and fight pits are starting to become more lively, and more patrons coming in from other parts of the city are entering. Yeah, this place is starting to come alive, and both the hook and the hatchet and the worm are starting to fill with people. You haven't seen Conga, but just kind of hanging around the hook and the hatchet, you've seen two kind of like VIPs kind of assert themselves. Just the way people have been talking to them, the way business have been doing, people have been like deferring to them, and you're able to discern that these look like possibly either one of them is the promoter, one of them is one of the coaches, one of them is like it's two people that seem to be running things around the hook and the hatchet.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? And I feel like...
Did you spot us? Did she spot us?
I was going to say, have they met you, or have you gone into this place? Like, what are you doing? Or what's happening?
If I had time, I went ahead and went in and kind of established myself, like, talked to some of the security guards to, like, establish the fact that I belong here. So that if I walk back up to them and, like, you know, try to get back in, they're like, oh, yeah, it's you know.
How do you introduce yourself? What's your name? As Jane?
No, definitely not. I'm gonna change my name. I'm Susan.
Nice.
Yeah. So like, kind of flirting with the security guards and stuff, and you know, that kind of thing. And like, all right, well,
ingratiate yourself into this.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to go in through like any of the main entrances. It's kind of, you know, like the staff entrance and stuff like that.
No.
So
if you've spent the last hour or two just kind of doing that, scoping the place out, then you know where like the back entrance and the staff entrance are, and you even know like where the talent are going to come through. They don't go through the front door.
Yeah, and I'd like to find like where his locker room will be too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you find of the two, it's not much of a locker room. It's just like a back room that's offshoot from like where the kitchen's at.
Whatever stall they're warming up in.
There happens to be two of them with like a divider, like a one of those standing dividers or whatever.
Okay.
All right. So, do the other three find you?
Since it's getting close to fight time and it's time, I go out to try to see if I can find if they've like been successful and made their way back to the hook and hatchet. So,
okay. Yeah, I mean, they've been circling the place a few times now, trying to find you specifically, but they have no idea who they're looking for right now.
Okay.
So you see them kind of aimlessly looking around.
I walk past them, and the fact that Daggerclaw is still with them for some reason, and he's a known person that has gotten into it with what's his name? As I walk by Wakanga, I walk by and I whisper to Necros, "Follow me."
All right.
I keep walking.
I follow and I motion for the other guys. I'm like, hey, this might be Jane. But let's keep a low profile. He whispered for some reason.
Gotcha.
So I find a place where like any of the security guards couldn't see from any of the entrances and stuff like that, and I stop there and wait for them.
Yeah, we keep a respectable distance, so
Okay.
it doesn't look like we're with you.
Don't be associated with that Jane person.
Jane,
All right.
Jane, we got the poop juice.
Okay. Okay.
And I was like, I'm like, hey, big man, could you pass the poop juice?
Sure.
Why was he holding it? Okay, it doesn't matter. Just give it to me. Okay.
I
Yeah.
give
So
Jane Tillman.
What's
the
our
poop
plan to
juice.
give it to him?
I can pretty much freely walk in and out of there. So I'm gonna
Dope.
try. I'm gonna
What if-
try to give it to him. I don't know. I don't know.
If we just convince him, it like makes him stronger or something.
I think
feel
that
like
could backfire because
I
then
feel like
he
talking
has some,
to him is a bad idea.
Yeah, I think trying to get it closer to, it's a fight. There will be breaks in between. I feel like there will likely be, what did you say, Brian? That they drink stuff in between rounds?
Yeah.
Have you never seen a fight?
Find his water bottle or his water keg and just
Yeah.
spike it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll write
This
secret
water
stuff
skin.
on it. I'll write secret stuff on it like it's Space Jam. All right. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I'll get him to drink it. That can't be that hard, right? What could go wrong? This is fine.
Nothing.
This is
Yeah,
fine.
it's perfect.
This is fine. Yeah.
Remember,
All right,
you're not talking to him. You're just spiking his
Yeah.
supply.
No, I'll get it into him. Don't worry.
All right. Before you go, do any of you have money? Because my thought is we can bet on Death
Ooh.
Fist to win.
Oh my God. You know what? Great idea. I have what feels like a shit ton of money.
Is this right outside the back alley of the Hook and the Hatchet?
This is like down an alley, or kind of a ways from it.
Okay, it's not like outside the kitchen or whatever where someone could lean out and be like, "Hey,
No,
Susan,
No,
like back
no.
to
He
work.
said earlier that we find an alley.
Okay,
to
gotcha.
talk about.
yeah. Like I walked away because it was like, oh, the big green guy that got into a fist fight, or kind of.
Right.
Kind of.
Okay, yeah.
I go, yeah, here, and I hand him 11. Wait, what are they called? Shillings? No, not shillings.
Greens.
Greens.
Or, no.
Coppers.
Did you have glitters?
I had glitters.
No,
I had
yeah.
11 glitters and 7 greens,
Okay.
and I just go here. Just bet whatever you can with that.
Time out. Is that my
Alright.
money?
Yep.
It's money I picked up.
He's your manager. It's an investment in your.
Possession is not
Hey,
intense
baby,
law.
hey, I'm gonna take care of you, baby. Don't worry about it. I just need you to get up there and sing and dance, and Daddy will take care of everything for you.
Wow.
All right.
Everyone will remember this.
Everyone has no idea.
Everyone forgot about the money, and then doesn't know this transaction.
Everyone's lost in
No,
the
no,
sauce right now preparing for the show.
Everyone put that money in his Trello card, thinking that it was given to him. I've not forgotten about it.
I know. At no point I said I picked it up, and at no point did I say I gave it to you. No point.
Okay.
Dress.
No. That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
All right. So, you give them the money,
I give him the money.
and then what's happening? Like, what is everyone's next immediate action?
I take the poop juice and I go back inside.
All right.
And I'm like,
I-
hey, I just kind of like brush past the guards. I'm like, hey, fellas, and just like keep on
Yeah.
past.
They
and
recognize you. You spend some time with them. They let you in. So Necros, Ralph, and Daggerclaw, what are you guys doing right now?
I'm like,
Oh,
let's
Wraith,
find.
sorry. Oh wait, no, Wraith's with yeah. So Necros, Ralph, Daggerclaw.
I say let's find a bookie. Daggerclaw, maybe you should lay low since you got attacked earlier. You might not be on everyone's good side.
And then
they might be looking for you.
Okay, and then I assume I've heard about Eb's show, so I was like, okay, while you guys do that, I'm gonna go promote, and I go out in the crowd and I start trying to promote for Eb's show.
Why do you assume that?
Oh, do I not? Oh, is that a bad assumption? I guess. Okay, I guess not then. I guess I just help Necros because I'm hearing about the money and the stuff, and okay, I guess not. All right, I just thought I'd like to promote. I thought I'd have.
Sure, yeah.
But that's fine. It's all good.
All right,
It's
so
like in the fight, going like, "Why are you guys here when you go listen to some awesome music over at the Worm?"
All right, so you go over to Necros. You guys.
Hey,
are
we're
trying to find
gonna
a
bet
book.
some money and talk people out of betting money.
Do you guys, you guys pay to get in, or because it's 3
I go
greens a
to-
person to get in?
I go to Eberin's show if that's available.
Sure, yeah.
Is there
I
not
stay
like
away
a
from the
bookie
boxing match.
outside of the arena?
No,
Just
it's
taking bets?
inside. No.
you have enough to
Oh.
get in and place a bet.
Yeah, but just trying to maximize the income here. Okay, well, if we have to pay for entry, then only one of us should go in to minimize costs. So I'll do it. All right, you wait out here, Ralph, and I'll come back out with the winnings.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
I like it. I like this.
This is the shakiest alliance of people.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna take
Ralph,
all the
trust
money
me.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
And
Ralph,
then
trust
you
me.
wait
He
right
gave me
here.
all of his bits earlier.
I do trust him.
all right. So Necros heads in. He pays the door fee.
How
Ralph,
much was the fee?
3 greens.
Okay.
Ralph, you stick around here.
Yeah, I do stick around.
Okay. Daggerclaw, you head over to
I go to
The
see
Worm.
Eberin's show. Yeah, the
yeah.
Worm.
You head over to the Worm, and it's starting to fill up, and the patrons. You get an interesting vibe from a lot of the patrons. They're what you've picked up as what other people have called flesh crafters, and they're a lot of them are wearing red cloaks, and a lot of them are, they come in with large bags, and they just start taking up seats at different tables, and start getting drinks. As
Do I get like an eyes wide shut kind of vibe?
you definitely get something like there's a lot of other patrons here that are in on something that you are not privy to. And then so we cut to backstage. We've got Eberin and Wraith. What does your costume design look like? You guys, Horrit has been very accommodating as you're preparing for this show.
It's not really. We're not really in costumes per se, but it's just darker, like some nice dark pants.
Dark pants.
We're just, then I have like a nicer leather vest with a very nice, button up underneath, and as metal class, and like they've given me a guitar. Wraith has his musical instrument. He's also dressed in like darker earth tones.
Okay.
Then I just wait is it curtain time?
It's about to be, yeah. Like you've got like 5 minutes.
We get
5 minutes, Mr. Eberin.
we get settled. I get stretched out and like Vaso Lati Da. All right, let's do this. And we go out, and it starts with me.
What is the? I was going to say, set the stage, and what is the first line of this act?
Long ago, there was a joyous time, a season of giving, and a season of rhyme.
Ooh. Ooh.
Come with me as I tell you of Christmas.
And then immediately, there's like this hushed, tone throughout the whole place as everyone just gets immediately enraptured. And like Daggerclaw, you notice that everyone just drops what they're doing and immediately pays attention. They are entranced by this act.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We open up with Santa Claus is coming to town. With a certain, I put a certain inflection of like this is this is a very nice and jolly tune, but there's a certain inflection of like he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Foreshadowing the dark turns that are to come.
No piece of dialogue goes to waste.
And so like
Oh,
there's like a little bit of speaking, then we'll do a couple of songs, then like I'll tell like a story of like this is how it started out, then we'll do a couple of more, and then slowly it just devolves into this dark.
Yeah. And
tune.
this is accompanied with like slow melancholy strums of Wraith's lute.
Yeah.
I feel like as this dialogue continues, we actually cut over to outside the hook and the hatchet, and we see Ralph just kind of off to the side, just kind of like, I guess, feeding Rolf something, kind of taking care of him. Then we zoom inside and we see Necros, who's like, he's hit up a bookie and he shoves forward all the coins that he has. And who are you putting a bet on? Who do we see?
I'm betting on Death Fist to win.
Gotcha. And even the bookie's like, "Are you sure? I mean, have you seen Conga? Like, I mean,
yeah, I know, but like the odds on the underdog are just too high to ignore. So
okay, you know what? Fair enough. Life's a game of chance, right?
They're like 1,000,000 to 1. Like if you win this,
and then we zoom away from that and we see Jane as Susan just kind of whisking through the back area, like getting drinks and bringing drinks to people. And you look up and across the way you see like a train of guys with their hands on the shoulders on the person in front of them as Conga is being led like from one of the back from one of the back hallways. You see him being led into to his room, and right there is where we're gonna have to end this session.
Hey, go team! I like this. This has been good.
Strong end. I like it.
Yep.
Who will win and who will die?
who will shit their pants.
I feel like Boyd and I are on that meme that it's like the kid on the bus is like, I'm in danger.
It's like a Christmas play put on by Tenacious D. That's what we're going for.
It's fun, but it makes you think.
All right. So I believe we have people to thank for this show.
We do. We'd like to give a huge shout out to our patrons, especially Amber Cardwell, Casey Smith, Cheryl Maplefish, Chris Freeling, James Trevor Hurt, Junior McBabyface, Kayla Light, Kevin McDermott, Max Ciccolini, Morning Dew Dice Bags, Tarkin Davis, and Zofar Petty. Thank you guys for your continued support.
Thank you so
and
guys,
and a thank you to the rest of our patrons as well.
Thank you.
Every little bit helps. And if you'd like to join the ranks of our patrons, go to patreon.bardsnobles.com. $2 gets you into the Discord server. You can talk to us and other patrons. We also typically do like a little hangout after live shows when we do our Thursday night streams on Twitch. So check that out. We also have a couple other rewards at different levels. Check them out. They're pretty cool. And we thank you guys for watching and your continued support.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Speaking of rewards
Thanks,
for patrons.
Oh, yeah. So if you are on our Tier 4, it's the $30 a month level, we are about to send out our annual BNN care packages. So we're getting those together right now. We're gonna have some shirts and some like dice and stuff. We're still figuring out exactly what's gonna be in there. But everybody that's on board in December, we'll be getting one of those in January. So check it out. Come be a patron. And there's lots of other great rewards at all the other levels. Like you were saying earlier, the B-roll and the hangout after the show and all that good stuff. And thank you so much for supporting us.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
For real.
All right. So
y'all.
are we off?
Yeah, and for people on Twitch, that's going to be the end of the Brunch with Bards. Thank y'all so much for joining us this morning.
for hanging out.
Thank you, everybody.
We probably won't be doing another live stream until either the end of December or January.
I think January.
Or the beginning of January.
It'll be
I think January 7th is our first day back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thank you guys for joining us.
I love where we dropped off.
you.
I just
All
feel
right.
like we did a
Bye.
great job. All right, bye.
Yeah.